Alrighty, what's up, guys? We are currently 19 days out, so pretty crazy. We're sub 20 now. Yeah, things are ramping up a little bit. I'm really hoping today's session with squats is looking pretty good. I'm hoping it is. I'm feeling pretty good. Was able to do a decent amount of volume for my legs last week, so I think I'm not going to be as detrained today. Hopefully, like barely any, if any. So yeah, today's actually a pretty heavy day. One of the heaviest of this block, actually, I think so. We've got a heavy squat and a heavy bench. I'm going to be benching the heaviest this week and maybe for the rest of the prep. I can't remember because what I have to like next week is technically peak week, but at the same time with bench I got to make sure, since I'm benching like multiple times a week, that I'm able to conserve my energy. So either today is going to be like the heaviest bench of the week, or next Monday is. I mean, the weights are going to be very, very similar, like 5 pounds difference. But point is, today's going to be really heavy on bench than I've ever really done comp standard. So it's going to be hopefully a little PR today. And then also on squat, we're going to be pretty heavy today. I'm thinking, so last week I did 405 for one. I was planning on doing like 420, but I just like 405 was like super slow. It was like RP 9. It was ridiculous, on the verge of RP 10. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stop it there, and then I'm gonna do some more back downs that are like kind of like, you know, more volume heavy, so I can feel less detrained going into the following week, which is now. So today my goal is I'm gonna warm up. I have like a whole thing planned for warm-ups. Last warm-up will be 385. If I decide that 385 moves really well, quick enough to where I think I could do 405 for a warm-up, I'll do 405 for a warm-up. If that feels light enough, my goal would be to go from, my range is like 420 to 440, in that range. Probably not 440, but hopefully I'm going to do like 420, 425, 430, something like that. I'll do single. Because I have a single at RP 9 today, so hopefully I'm able to hit that at RP 9. That's kind of my biggest hope today. Yeah, and so then I'll do that, and then I'll do back downs at probably like 380, something around there. I'm back down, actually. I'm only doing 2 sets of squats total. I have the top set at RP 9, just a single, and then I have a double at like 87%, I want to say, so it's like 380, 385, somewhere around there. So yeah, that's all we got for squats, but it's not much, but it is heavy. So yeah, and then after that I got bench, and I got kind of the same loadout. And after that I got bench, I kind of got the same layout where I've got the top set at RP 9, hoping hit somewhere around 280, 285, maybe even 290 for feeling crazy, but we'll see. And then after that I got a double, probably, it obviously depends on what my top set is, but probably around 250, 255 for a double, and then that's all I got for bench. And then after that I just got minimal accessories, because not much. We're peaking now, so I gotta taper stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna take my caffeine pill. Also I have Swedish fish, which I haven't had these in forever, but supposedly, you know powerlifters, they eat candy. Usually the Sour Patch Kids or the Nerds gummy, the Nerds gummy clusters those are the go-to for powerlifters, I think. But I got this as a graduation gift, so we will try this. I'm definitely not eating this whole thing because it's like 360 calories in totality. So yeah, no, I'm not. Probably actually more than that. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. All right, I'll see you guys there. I'm gonna try a hack with this plastic for like produce. I'm gonna see if I can put on my knee sleeves easier with that. If I like slip it through or something here. Stuff it in here. Oh. That worked pretty well actually. Come on! Come on! Good stuff. Well, that went good. That went kind of where I wanted it to. So that's really good. 425 for one. Definitely like RP 9.5 grinder. The cool thing is that moved about as fast as 405 did last week. So really good. I'm happy about that. That means I'm getting my strength back. And then next Monday, like a week from today, hopefully I can do kind of the same weight and it moves even cleaner than that. I'm probably not going to go heavier so I can conserve, some energy because I will be tapering because I'll be getting closer to the meet. But really good top set, really happy about that. Not much to complain about there. Back down, the ones that double with 375 felt pretty good, felt pretty solid. I feel like I'm getting back to, I feel like squats don't feel weird like they did last week, which is really good. I don't feel like I'm detrained as much. I feel like I'm just slightly weaker, but I'm like the old version, I don't know if that makes any sense, but the form feels a lot better. Everything feels a lot more locked in, which is really good. I'm really happy to see that. So I think we're good to go. We're good to be on track for the meets. I'm really happy. Yeah, with that. So with that being said, I'm gonna go to bench now. We're gonna see how heavy we can go. Hopefully I can hit a pretty good number as well. But yeah, that's I'm gonna get to do that. Life's good. God is good.
Start. Press. Rack. Start. Press. Rack. That was good.
Well, I probably could have done 290, but I don't want to risk it because, you know, I don't want a repeat of last prep when I was it 255? I did 255 and I failed it, and then that was it a week before? I can't remember. It was close to the meet. It was either 2 weeks out or 3 weeks out like we are right now, and then I actually missed 255. No, I did 253 at the meet, and then I missed 264. That's what happened. So yeah, I just wanted to be conservative because we're still 3 weeks out, and I want to just, you know, ramp things up. But yeah, that moved really, really, really well. Depending on how I feel tomorrow, I might either just do the same weight or go 290 or go less, depending on how I feel. But that felt really, really good. Grind was barely even, like, it was there, like I hit my sticking points, but it wasn't like anything crazy at all. So yeah, really, really, really good. Yeah, not much to complain about there. Now I'm gonna do back down. I'm gonna do double at 255. I'm gonna do some pause squats, but I loosened the plates. Just listen to the beautiful sounds that these plates make. Alrighty, well, today's session went really well. Top set on squat, good. 425, felt pretty difficult, but a lot better than last week, that's for sure. So, feel like we're on track for squat to do pretty decent at the meet, which is good. I'm just going to keep staying on schedule, make sure I'm peaking properly and everything. With bench, I did 285 for a single. I was debating, I was about to do 290, but I was like, I don't want like a repeat of what happened last meet prep where I failed a bench just because, you know, I got too excited about the prep rather than the actual meet, obviously, which is a large problem that I know a lot of powerlifters run into, because you go into meet prep and you're like really wanting to hit really good numbers, so you're really confident for the meet, but in doing so you end up fatiguing yourself more. And in my last meet prep's case, I think I failed 255, and that definitely did not help. It definitely, I think, took down my bench number for sure, because I failed 264, I'm pretty sure, at the meet on my third attempt. So didn't want to repeat of that, so I just did 285 to try and be conservative, and that felt really good. It was like, it's supposed to be RP 9, but it felt like, well, 285 felt like slightly above RP 8. Kind of hit my sticking points, but it was like I didn't really get stuck. It wasn't a crazy grinder. I just went through. So really, really good to see that. Technically kind of a PR because I haven't benched that heavy comp standard, so that's really, really cool to see. Yeah, so going into the rest of the week for bench, probably just going to go slightly lower on all my days, because this was kind of the heaviest day for also squat as well. So yeah, and then we got the rest of this week, we got some more bench tomorrow, but I'll go a little bit lighter, and then I got some pause sumo deads. The rest Wednesday, and then Thursday I got some decently heavy squats, I think, and some tempo bench that's heavier than the last tempo bench I did last week. And then Fridays I got my big deadlift day, and then some bench, but that'll be the lightest bench session of this week. So yeah, really, really good start to the week. Really happy with everything. Yeah, not much else to say. So with that being said, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you wonderful people in the next one. Bye-bye.